Bottle of beer, right away, bottle of beer, ice cold bottle of beer, what do you hear, give 'em a chair, right away here, beer, bottle of beer, give 'em a chair, bottle of beer, bottle of chair.
This is Spec Ops 56 and John coming to you from Beer Tasting in Pumpkin Central for beer review number 32. Today we're going to be reviewing the Kentucky, the All-Tech Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company Kentucky Pumpkin Barrel Ale. Now, we have reviewed their Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Aged beers in the past, and we really liked it. It was one of the better beers that we've ever had. And so I have high expectations for this one. In fact, we liked the other Kentucky Bourbon Barrel beers so much, we bought the glasses. Now to tell you a little bit about the beer and the company. Nestled in the heart of bourbon country, where bourbon barrels outnumber people, All-Tech Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company produces a barrel-aged seasonal series that capitalizes on its close proximity to the region and the changing taste preferences of the seasons. All of these beers are produced in Kentucky, aged in freshly decanted Kentucky bourbon barrels, 100% barrel aged and produced in bourbon barrels only used once. This particular beer, the Kentucky Pumpkin Barrel Ale, is brewed with Kentucky sourced pumpkin, richly spiced with cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice. As the ale is aged in fresh bourbon barrels, the sweetness of caramel and vanilla are imparted upon the brew and complement its spicier base. It's at 10% alcohol by volume, this robust, limited release seasonal makes for a flavorful sipping beer to slowly warm up with as the weather cools. Launched in fall of 2013, Kentucky Pumpkin Barrel Ale was the first beer in the barrel-aged seasonal program. Okay, so let's get to the important parts. As you can see, all of their labels look very similar to this. They all have the horse and the barrel. And for the Geist, of course, here is the cap with the horse's head on it. Now let's get to the good stuff. See if I can operate this. Not really. I don't know why I have such a problem with this. One of these days, we'll get the hang of it. Okay. Let's take a look. Alright. It's very similar to their other beers as far as the head goes. About a half a finger of head, and it's very off-white to light tannish color, and it's disappearing rapidly. It has a very nice kind of I guess you'd call it a light copper color, orangish gold. But it's a nice color, and it's clear, and it's very lightly carbonated, which is pretty much the way their other beers were. So, come on over, John.
Okay.
It's time for the important part.
You got that right.
Smell.
It does have a good color.
smell pumpkin.
I smell that. A little bit of malt.
I smell pumpkin, and I'm not sure if it's allspice or cinnamon, or both.
Yeah, it could very well be a hint of nutmeg. I'm getting where I can pick that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a taste.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's sweet right off the bat.
It's almost like a wheat beer.
I taste the pumpkin,
Mm-hmm.
the cinnamon, the allspice, and I think I have the clove, if they have clove in it. Maybe that's the nutmeg.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. But it's all very, very well balanced.
Yeah.
And smooth as it goes. I don't taste any bitterness at all.
In other words, one doesn't overpower the other.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just like a smooth.
It's just, it's not quite as pumpkin-y as what I'm going to describe, but it's almost like drinking a pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
If you could think of a sweet pumpkin pie with less pumpkin flavor
You've got it.
and turn it into liquid and drink it, that's what this is.
And it's good.
And I really think the smoothness comes from the aging in the bourbon barrels.
Definitely.
Because everything we've tried from this company has been extra smooth. And it's really sweet. I think this is the sweetest beer that we've tried recently.
Yeah. It is good.
Or maybe ever. That's what hit me first, was the sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Do I taste a hint of bourbon?
Mhm. Maybe just a hint, yes. Yeah, there at the end.
Yes.
Right at the end, you get kind of a small burst of bourbon flavor.
Yeah.
It really complements the pumpkin and sweetness and spices that you get ahead of it.
They outdid themselves again.
Yes, they sure did. I gotta say, this, when it comes to bourbon barrel aged beers, this company knows what the hell it's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely, when it comes to beer, I'd say this is Kentucky's finest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good to the last swallow.
Maybe you might say this is the Jack Daniels of beer.
Yeah.
I like it. Are you tasting anything else?
No, that's
Now
it.
I don't really taste the vanilla.
No, I didn't either.
Maybe a hint of the caramel in the aftertaste.
But that bourbon at the end really, it came out. They did a good job. Well, how do you rate
Yeah,
it?
just a tiny bit of the caramel in the aftertaste after you've swallowed. You know, this company makes some good beer. And this is another one of them 2 thumbs up beers.
Yes.
Okay,
They hit them out of the ballpark every time.
and there again, I know I'm not a big pumpkin beer fan. I don't think John is either.
I'm not either.
But this, because the flavors are so well balanced, so well melded together,
Yeah.
and it's so smooth, and you've got that little bourbon kick, you probably wouldn't know you were drinking a pumpkin beer if somebody just handed it to you
That's
until you
right.
had some to drink, and you said, hey, I taste some pumpkin here.
Yeah.
This, if I'm going to drink a pumpkin beer for the fall, this is the one I'm going to get.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got more pumpkin beers that we're going to taste here in the future, But so far, that's the one. Now, the one that we did before, I said that would be my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was before I tried this one. This one is my go-to.
Yeah.
Go-to, get it, drink it, go to it again.
You'll enjoy this one.
So, in case you haven't quite got the gist of this review, it's good.
Yeah.
We like it.
Go buy this one.
Go get some. You'll like it too.
Give it a shot.
All right. You
Yeah.
go do that, and I'm going to finish this one.
I'm going to finish mine too.
Mm-hmm.
And cut.